Clear skies overlooking Baylor Ballpark. It's game 2 of this 3-game set between the Baylor Bears and the Arizona State Sun Devils. You're listening to Baylor Baseball here on the Baylor Lariat Radio, and I hope y'all are doing well. I'm Jeffrey Cohen here alongside my partner Aidan Pham, and last night in game 1, Bears came up with a big 7-4 win. Gave up 4 runs in the top of the 6th, and it looked like all might have been lost, but a 6th-run 7th put them over the edge, and they come out with a Friday night win, 7-4.
Yeah, Jeffrey, it was really a good game overall for Baylor last night, down 4-1 at one point. They get their 11th come-from-behind victory with 6 runs in that 7th inning. And a big issue for Arizona State was the 3 errors committed, and that's something they're going to have to clean up today to kind of salvage this series.
And we're just moments away from first pitch, so I'll send it back to Aidan for our starting lineups for the Arizona State Sun Devils.
For the Sun Devils, leading off is number 7, Kyle Walker, the junior second baseman. Landon Hairston bats second, followed by Matt King batting third. Jacob Tobias bats cleanup. Keen Vu, Jax Ryan, and Brandon Compton, 5, 6, 7, followed by Josiah Cromwick and Isaiah Jackson, the Arizona State Sun Devil lineup.
And in the field for the Bears, J.J. Kennett will be behind the dish. John Younes making his 2nd start of the season and 6th appearance. At first base, Travis Sanders. Over at second, Tyreek Kemp. At shortstop, and Pearson Reebok, the freshman, back at the hot corner. Wesley Jordan in left, Ty Johnson in center field, and Enzo Apodaca will round out the defense in right field. And on the bump for the Bears, it'll be Carson Bailey back in that Saturday starter spot. Left-handed pitcher freshman last time out through 3 2/3 innings against TCU. He allowed 7 hits, 4 runs, 3 of those being earned. He only had 1 strikeout to 3 walks. Hoping to find a little more success on this beautiful day here in Waco.
And just like you said, Carson Bailey, the true freshman, has been impressive at times, had a couple slumps, but looking for another good outing today.
Leading off for the Sun Devils will be Kyle Walker, as he'll rip one into left field, and it'll bounce right in front of Wesley Jordan. So 1 pitch and a hit.
Kyle Walker and the Sun Devils wasting no time. First pitch he sees, sends it into left field. It drops right in front of Wesley Jordan. Leadoff base runner on for the Sun Devils.
Yeah, the redshirt senior second baseman out of Harvey, Louisiana. And now up to bat with the runner on first, left fielder Landon Hairston. So that first pitch will be in the dirt. Landon Hairston coming into this game hitting .355 on the year. 3 home runs, 29 RBIs. That one's low once again, 2-0. The Arizona State Sun Devils lineup, very impressive hitting team. They've got 8 guys hitting over 300, including Hairston. That fastball will get over the heart of the plate, counts 2-1.
And to your point, yeah, this is an impressive Arizona State hitting team. No doubtedly one of the top teams in the Big 12 when it comes to hitting, but also base running as well, as you got Kyle Walker on first now.
This is a chopper. Tyreek Kemp at short. He'll get the play at second. Throw over to first. In time. Double play. And there will be 2 outs in this inning, and it races the leadoff base runner.
Nice 6-4-3 double play. Tyreek Kemp over to Travis Sanders, and John Ewens getting the start at first base. And the Bears got a couple double plays last night to get out of some of those innings. A good start defensively now as well.
Yeah, Ewens having to make the stretch on that throw from second baseman Travis Sanders, but now there's 2 outs and nobody on for Matt King. First pitch to King. Just sneaks into the inside edge for strike 1. Matt King leads this team with a .400 average. The only one out of the 8 guys I just mentioned hitting over 300. He's the only one hitting over 400, as he'll wave at that breaking ball. And it's quickly 0-2. Matt King, the senior out of Houston, Texas. UTSA transfer. Last night went 0 for 4. Obviously, a rare sight. Bailey with the 0-2 pitch. That one's in the dirt for ball 1.
It really was an off night for Matt King last night. Coming off that weekend last week against BYU, he had 2 home runs in that Sunday game.
A lot of credit to the Baylor pitchers last night. Mason Green going 4 no-hit innings. That one skips in about a foot ahead of the plate, and the count's tied up at 2. Yeah, Matt King 0 for his last 6. He was 0 for 2 his last time out before last night against Long Beach State. This one's chopped foul. Last night also broke his 7-game on-base streak. Very impressive season for King. Infield playing back. And the 2-2 pitch. Swung on line in right center. That'll land. He'll round first, but he'll make a hard stop and will return. And it's a 2-out single.
Well, he got the breaking ball from Carson Bailey, and as we brought up, he was on a hitless streak and breaks that now on base for the first time today.
And now the first baseman, Jacob Tobias, will come up to bat for the first time today. And the 0-0 pitch, swung on foul, tipped and caught. And it's strike 1. Tobias went 1 for 4 last night. Strikeout. Had a stolen base, but also got caught stealing by Cortland Castles. This one's drilled one hop off the body of Pearson Reebok into left field. Here comes Matt King running around second, and he'll make his way to third base. There's runners on the corners and 2 outs.
Well, that one was roped towards Pearson Reebok over at third base and just got by him. Now runners on the corners for Kian Vu, who is another efficient hitter in this Sun Devils lineup.
And they'll call it a fielding error by Pearson Reebok. And the first pitch to Kian Vu. That one's a breaking ball outside for ball 1.
Kian Vu is another guy who had a great weekend against BYU. 3 home runs in that series.
He was 1 for 2 last night. This one's a chopper snagged by Bailey, and he'll make the throw over to third. And that'll end the top of the first. Sun Devils get 2 base runners with 2 outs, but they strand both of them as we'll head to the bottom of the first here on Baylor Lariat Radio.
Stay informed and stay connected with Lariat TV News. Tune in to LTVN every Friday, your go-to source for everything happening on campus and around Waco. From breaking stories to exclusive interviews, we cover campus events, student life, sports updates, and more. By the students, for the students. Catch our latest broadcast every Friday afternoon on YouTube by searching Baylor Lariat TV News.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
2.
Bottom of the first here at Baylor Ballpark. And we're tied 0-0 as the Sun Devils stranded 2 base runners. And now the Bears will come up to bat for the first time on this lovely Saturday afternoon. And Aidan will bring us the Baylor lineups.
Leading off the Bears is Enzo Apodaca, followed by Travis Sanders batting second. Tyree Kemp bats third, and Wesley Jordan in the 4-hole. Pearson Reebok, Hunter Simmons, and John Younes into the lineup 4, 5, 6, and 7. Ty Johnson bats 8th, and J.J. Kenneth gets the start behind the dish. He bats 9th.
And on the bump for the Sun Devils, senior right-handed pitcher Jack Martinez. Coming to this game with a 6.45 ERA, a 1.11 whip. In 62 innings of work as his first pitch will be upstairs to Apodaca. Martinez last time out pitched 6 innings against BYU, allowed only 2 hits and 2 runs, had 10 strikeouts. So that one will be a breaking ball that gets into the zone. It's 1-1.
And I know this Sun Devils team is impressive hitting, but you gotta.
That one's outside for ball 2.
As I was saying, you gotta be impressed with the pitching as well. Last night, Ben Jacobs, 10+ strikeout game for him, and Jack Martinez, another great pitcher they have.
Yeah, Ben Jacobs, that's his 4th double-digit strikeout game in his last 5 appearances. That one's just below the knees to the senior right fielder. Apodaca last night went 1 for 4, got a run. He also reached via the walk and struck out twice. 3-1 pitch. That one's over the heart of the plate at 78 miles an hour. Count runs full. Apodaca hitting .294 on the year, has 6 home runs. That one's up and outside for ball 4. So Apodaca will draw a leadoff walk.
It's a great at-bat. That's a great at-bat by Enzo Apodaca to get aboard and lead things off for the Bears. And here comes Travis Sanders.
Now the second baseman, the redshirt sophomore, hitting second in the lineup. He moved up in the lineup again in the TCU series, so this is his fourth game in the second spot. Had been hitting towards the middle of the lineup for most of the season, as that one's upstairs for ball 1. Sanders having himself an impressive year, hitting .382 with 6 home runs, 21 RBIs. Leads the team in batting average and OPS. That one's upstairs, ball 2.
Man, Sanders had an impressive April. In April, Jeffrey, he bat .431, and now sits in 3rd place in the Big 12 in batting average.
Definitely one of the best transfers in the Big 12 this past year. That one's a breaking ball in the zone for strike 1. Part of the young infield core for Baylor. As Martinez will go over to first, Apodaca will get in sliding. Yeah, Sanders, the redshirt sophomore, along with freshman third baseman Pearson Reebok. And sophomore first baseman Jack Little. This one's fouled back, but Apodaca was making his way over to second. He'll have to retreat.
And Sanders was one of those guys who got off to a bumpy start, but once he found his consistency, he hasn't looked back. Got into that full-time starting role mid-March, and ever since then, his batting average has just soared.
Yeah, if you're a Baylor fan, you can't help but be excited for the future of his team, particularly the infield. Apodaca runs, swung on and missed. Apodaca is out at second. He wants a review, and we'll see Mitch Thompson wants one, and it looks like he'll ask for a review.
Apodaca, 3 for 3 on stolen bases, looking for his 4th this year. It's a close throw at second. Great job by Cromwick to get it there. And I don't know, Jeffrey. It looked like a good throw to me. I thought he was out. They're definitely going to take a look at this.
Yeah, it's definitely close. I think there could be a chance that Apodaca got in under the tag. The ball skipped in right before the catch. So we'll see what the crew comes up with. And our umpires for today, behind the plate, Tim Cordell, and first base, Clayton Pham, second base, Matthew Martinez, and at third base, Jason Vinson.
Apodaca looks like he's having a good time at second base, chatting with the entire infield.
Yeah, they're showing the replay on the scoreboard out in left center field. That's definitely a close play.
It's a close play, but from that angle, I don't think you could really tell.
Yeah.
Or have enough to overturn the call.
Yeah. We can hope that the umpires looking at this have a couple more angles than we do, but Travis Sanders did swing and miss for strike 3, so there's still one out, and we'll see whether there'll be 2 outs depending on the call at second. We've got a good crowd out here for Saturday afternoon. Really nice weather.
Yeah, we had storms, rainy thunderstorms last night, but it's a beautiful Saturday. The sun is out, the Brazos River in the back behind Baylor Ballpark, and it's Bark in the Park Day.
Yeah, over in the berm we got some dogs over there enjoying themselves some Baylor baseball. Yeah, right now we have 74-degree weather. So a little cooler than it's been over the last couple of weeks. We've got a little wind blowing in from center field.
And they're taking a long look at this one. It must have been really close.
And they'll say Apodaca is out at second, so there's 2 outs in the inning with nobody on for the shortstop Tyreek Kemp.
So yeah, Apodaca gets caught stealing for the first time this year. 2 outs now at the bottom of the first, and Tyreek Kemp up to the plate.
Tyreek Kemp coming into this game hitting .344 with a .964 OPS. As he'll look at that first pitch for strike 1. Kemp went 1 for 4 last night. Got a run and also reached on a walk. And the 0-1 pitch from Martinez on the breaking ball, low and inside for ball 1.
Tyreek Kemp was also another guy who had himself an impressive April. He bat .381 during that month.
Swung on and missed. He took a big hack at that. Basically flew out of the left-handed batter's box. And he'll have to recenter himself. And the 1-2 pitch. That one's fastball high. And the count's tied up at 2 with 2 outs and nobody on. Infield playing straight up. Outfield playing a little in. This one hit softly and it'll land in the left field. Tyreek Kemp with the first Baylor hit of the afternoon.
Nice piece of 2-out hitting from Tyreek Kemp. Continues his great season, and here comes Wesley Jordan.
Yeah, Kemp had struggled a little bit with 2 outs, is hitting .220, but that average will go up. And now the power hitter Wesley Jordan, who had himself a night last night, will come up to bat with a runner on first and 2 outs. So that one, breaking ball cuts across the plate, but that'll be low for ball 1. Last night, Wesley Jordan went 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs, had himself 2 doubles and a run. He also had himself a walk, as he'll take a big hack at that. Breaking ball up and inside. Count's tied up at 1. Outfield playing to the left. Down the pitch. Swung on, chopped towards the Baylor dugout. Counts 1-2. Center fielder Isaiah Jackson, he's practically playing in left center right now. Obviously Wesley Jordan, a big pull hitter. You kind of see with a lot of these power hitters. And the 1-2 pitch from Martinez. That one's low and outside for ball 2. With the blue and orange bat right over his right shoulder, Martinez will go over to first. Kemp will slide back in. That was a closer play than anticipated. He'll be back in safe. Baylor wearing their white pinstripe uniforms. Martinez going back, but won't be in time. And the Sun Devils wearing their maroon jerseys with the gray pants and the maroon caps. Donning the gold AS. Kemp making his way to second. That ball's inside. And Tyreek Kemp will get himself a stolen base.
Straw by Tyreek Kemp gets his 8th stolen base of the year, and runner in scoring position now for Wesley Jordan.
Trying to beat the Sun Devils at their own game. The 3-2 pitch from Martinez. Outside, and it's ball 4. So second walk issued by Jack Martinez, and the Bears have 2 out base runners.
It was really a good at-bat by Wesley Jordan. Way to stay patient now with runners on first and second for the true freshman Pearson Reebok to do some damage here.
Bears showing some sign of life. First pitch to Reebok. That one's up and inside, but just catches a corner for strike 1. Reebok last night went 1 for 4. Also had himself a run and a walk. That one skip in, good block by the catcher, Josiah Cromwick. Martinez having some control issues early in this game at 13 balls to 11 strikes. And as I said earlier, he issued 2 walks so far. And the 1-1 pitch. That one's 80-mile-an-hour breaking ball at face level. Reebok ahead in the count, 2-1. Outfield playing up a little bit. Martinez kicks and deals. Swung on. Soft line to third baseman. Who will make the catch? Jax Ryan, and that'll do it. So Bears strand 2 runners in the bottom of the first, and we'll head to the bottom of the second, tied 0-0.
Hey Bears! Are you always the last to know about what's happening at Baylor? Are you left quiet in a group when talking about last week's game? Well, you haven't gotten your morning buzz yet. Did you know you can get your dose of current Baylor news every Tuesday through Friday straight to your inbox? The Baylor Lariat Morning Buzz e-newsletter provides you with breaking Baylor stories, local events, and in-depth sports coverage daily. You can be in the know on all things Baylor. If you aren't already buzzing, go to BaylorLariat.com. That's BaylorLariat.com and click the subscribe now to get your morning buzz from the Baylor Lariat. News for the students, by the students. We'll see you in your inbox.
Hey Bears, are you a freshman or senior? Freshman and senior portraits are now being scheduled. Watch your Baylor email for more information on how to reserve your sitting.
Top of the second here at Baylor Ballpark. And no runs have been scored yet. 4 base runners have been left on base so far between both teams, both stranding 2 each in their respective half inning. And Carson Bailey back out there for his second inning of work. Rocking the 3/4 pants with the stirrups. Nice little throwback. And now Jax Ryan, who made the catch to end last half inning, will lead it off for the Sun Devils. First pitch to Ryan. That one's fastball outside for ball 1. Jax Ryan hitting .321 on the year. Only 1 home run, 10 RBIs. In limited action, he only has 56 at-bats. That one's low. Count goes 2-0. He pinch hit last night for New Contratus. And he drew a walk in that pinch hit up plate appearance. That one's up and outside. 3-0 count to Ryan.
And you see J.J. Kenneth, the catcher, kind of look at Carson Bailey and try to ease his nerves down. Down 3-0, but
that one's in at the knees for strike 1.
Carson Bailey gave up 2 hits in that first inning. He's got to calm down here and settle in.
Has 11 strikes to 8 balls. And the 3-1 pitch. That one's outside for ball 4. Well, that'll be the first walk that Carson Bailey issues this afternoon. He looked fairly frustrated after that. It'll be the second leadoff base runner for Arizona State. Now Brandon Compton will come up to bat. That one's in for strike 1. Brandon Compton coming into this game hitting .263s, 1 for 3 last night, roping a double. As the 0-1 pitch will be a breaking ball that just scrapes the outside edge, and it's 0-2.
And Brandon Compton, the guy on the Sun Devils team who has 8 multi-hit games.
And the 0-2 pitch. Fastball just misses ball 1 at 96 miles an hour. Carson Bailey putting some oomph on that last pitch. And he put some of his frustrations into that one. Bailey kicks and deals just below the knees. And we're tied at 2 with no outs.
That fastball was also up there. That one was 95 miles an hour.
Bailey kicks and deals. Chopper back to Bailey. He'll get the out at second. Throw over to first. Gets him, and it's the second double play for the Bears in 2 innings. And once again, there's 2 outs and nobody on. Leadoff base runner erased.
Well, what a great job by Carson Bailey. It goes down as 1-6-3 over to Tyreek Kemp and John Ewens at first. Nice job by the true freshman Carson Bailey.
Great job just keeping his head, just staying level, being able to make the routine throw over to second. As his first pitch to the catcher, Josiah Cromwick, will paint the low and outside corner for strike 1. Cromwick swings and misses. Didn't play last night. As the sophomore Brody Briggs got the call behind home plate. Briggs went 0 for 3 last night. Did reach on a throwing error. As this one, soft ground ball. Sanders will get it, and he'll make the routine throw over to first. And that'll do it for the top of the second. We're still deadlocked at 0 as we head to the bottom of the second here at Baylor Ballpark.
Stay informed and stay connected with Lariat TV News. Tune in to LTVN every Friday, your go-to source for everything happening on campus and around Waco. From breaking stories to exclusive interviews, we cover campus events, student life, sports updates, and more. By the students, for the students. Catch our latest broadcast every Friday afternoon on YouTube by searching Baylor Lariat TV News.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
Hey Bears, are you a freshman or senior? Freshman and senior portraits are now being scheduled. Watch your Baylor email for more information on how to reserve your sitting.
You're listening to Baylor Baseball here on the Baylor Lariat Radio as we head to the bottom of the second. And due up for the Bears will be designated hitter Hunter Simmons, first baseman John Younes, and the center fielder Ty Johnson.
Hunter Simmons hitless last night, looking for his first hit of the series here.
That first pitch will get in the zone for strike one. Simmons did draw a walk last night, so extends his on-base streak to 8 games. That one's a fastball upstairs. Hunter Simmons getting .345 on the year, 35 RBIs, only 3 home runs. That one finds its way on the outer edge for strike 2. Martinez back out for the second inning of work. And the 1-2 pitch. That one's 92 miles an hour upstairs. And the count's tied up at 2. Martinez having a tough go of it the last couple of outings. He only had 2 runs the last time out, but 3 runs, 5 runs, 3 runs, 7 runs. We're on the score sheet. That one's a chopper to the shortstop, Matt King, and he'll make the throw over to first in time for the first out of this inning.
Good job from King to Tobias, just a routine ground ball. And here comes John Younes, batting .375, getting his, is it his second start or third start, Jeffrey?
This is his second start of the season's 6th appearance. His last time out was definitely his best. He went 2 for 4 against Sam Houston State on Tuesday. Had himself 2 RBIs and 2 runs. As the first pitch to Younes will get in for strike 1.
And Younes, the redshirt freshman, hometown guy out of Waco.
Went to Bosqueville High School. That one's low. Counts tied up to 1-1 out. Nobody on.
It's been pretty interesting to see the rotation at first base. Obviously, you had
Jack Little playing majority of this season, but he's had a rough kind of last month or 2. Batting average had been progressively slipping.
And then Will Pendergrass started playing well, and now John Younes gets to start today.
Definitely not a position that he's been used to. That one swung on and missed. Got him waving at the breaking ball. And there's 2 outs. Very well placed breaking ball, 76 miles an hour. Low and inside, got Yoon swinging over the top of it. And now Ty Johnson, the center fielder, will come up to bat. Johnson, senior out of Flower Mound, Texas, went to Marcus High School. Played for McLennan Community College before coming to Baylor. Spent some time under Mitch Thompson. As that first pitch to him will be ball 1. And the 1-0 pitch to Johnson. Breaking ball over the heart of the plate. Counts 1-1. Johnson hitting .262. And we've mentioned it a couple times on our broadcast earlier in the year. Ty Johnson hasn't been hitting quite as well as he had hoped. He shows bunt, but he'll pull away for ball 2.
Right, and not hitting as well as he would like, but last night he probably made the catch of the game just to rob that home run on right center wall.
He's also been getting on via the walk, as that one will hit him.
Wow, they're going to say that was foul ball.
Ooh. Did he go off the knob of the bat? Well, Mitch Thompson comes out, and we'll see what he has to say about it. He's checking up on his center fielder. Trying to show a mark to the home plate umpire. Had his bare hand out, but
umpires are going to meet to talk about this one. But yeah, Ty Johnson ripped off that glove and showed the home plate umpire, Tom Cordell, like, hey, that hit my hand.
Yeah, and the Arizona State catcher, Josiah Kromlich, yeah, he had put his hands up, kind of signaling dead ball. For a second, I thought he was trying to call, like, saying that Ty Johnson was leaning in, and it shouldn't count as a hit by pitch, but maybe went off the knob of the bat. And it looks like that's what the umpiring crew will decide. Foul ball, and the count's 2-2.
Ty Johnson shaking his head, didn't agree with that call. You did hear the pop after it might have hit him. Maybe it got a piece of his hand, but also a piece of the bat as well.
Now he steps back into the left-handed batter's box. Need to regroup a little bit. And the 2-2 pitch for Martinez. That one skips in and it'll get by Kromlich, but nobody else. So count runs full. Ty Johnson. Like I said earlier, he leads this team in walks. It's 28. Tyree Kemp and Pearson Reebok not too far behind. Both have 26. And make that 29 walks for Ty Johnson. He'll look at ball 4.
And throws all of his gear back, kind of in frustration there as he heads to first. And that was kind of a scary play for Ty Johnson because earlier this year in the Arizona series, he got hit in his right hand and missed a couple games because of that. And that ball hit him, looked like in the same area where he was hurt earlier this year.
So obviously not a big fan of Arizona schools. But either way, he'll get 90 feet. And now the catcher, J.J. Kennett, will come up with a 2-out base runner. First pitch to Kennett. That one's up and inside. Got him falling back a little bit in the right-handed batter's box. Kennett hitting .243 on the year. Didn't play last night. Him and Cortland Castle continue to split time. Martinez will go back, but Johnson will slide back in safely.
And here's something to keep an eye on. Ty Johnson over at first is perfect 10 for 10 on stolen bases this year, and I think Martinez knows that.
Yeah, the 1-0 pitch, just a bit inside, counts 2-0 to the sophomore catcher. Out of Manville, Louisiana. Infield shaded to the left. The 2-0 pitch. That one's low and inside. Ball 3. Kyle Walker, the second baseman, playing pretty close to the bag, anticipating a potential steal attempt from Johnson. And the 3-0 pitch. And it'll be get me over strike. Breaking ball at 79 miles an hour. Counts 3-1. Martinez sets. And he deals. And that'll get in. 3 balls, 2 strikes. With runner on first, Ty Johnson. And 2 outs. Kenneth gets set in the right-handed batter's box. The pitch. That one's inside for ball 4. Johnson had taken off for second, but obviously he'll be able to take the last couple steps over pretty easily. And now there's runners on first and second with 2 outs.
Way to get on base if you're J.J. Kenneth, and for Jack Martinez, the starting pitcher for ASU, still struggling to find the zone as Cromwick trots out there for a mound visit with him.
Yeah, 4 walks for Martinez through 1 2/3 innings. And that's his third walk with 2 outs. So obviously having some issues getting that third out and finishing the half inning. As now the lineup card will turnover for the Bears. As Enzo Apodaca will look at that first pitch at the knees for strike 1. Apodaca reached on the first walk of this game last inning. He was caught stealing on a strike him out, throw him out double play. Yeah, 1 pitch. That one's way up and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to the senior right fielder.
From where we're sitting, Jeffrey, we can get a good look at the ASU bullpen. Doesn't look like anyone's going yet.
This one's hit high down the line in left field, but it'll curl just foul for the second strike of this at bat. Runners will have to retreat back to their respective bases. Martinez kicks and deals. Up and inside, almost hit Apodaca. Almost hit Enzo in the right elbow, but he turns back just in time. Count's tied up at 2. 2-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled. I'll go out of the ballpark over the stands facing the third base line. Count stays the same with 2 outs. Infield now playing pretty straight up. 2-2 pitch. Outside and count runs full. That pitch, this one's hit high into shallow left field. Shortstop comes on, but the left fielder, Landon Hairston, will come on and make the catch for the third out of the inning. So the Bears strand 2 more runners. That's 4 total through 2 innings, and we are still tied at 0 here on the Baylor Lariat Radio.
Hey Bears, are you always the last to know about what's happening at Baylor? Are you left quiet in a group when talking about last week's game? Well, you haven't gotten your morning buzz yet. Did you know you can get your dose of current Baylor news every Tuesday through Friday straight to your inbox? The Baylor Lariat Morning Buzz e-newsletter provides you with breaking Baylor stories, local events, and in-depth sports coverage daily. You can be in the know on all things Baylor. If you aren't already buzzing, go to BaylorLariat.com. That's BaylorLariat.com and click the subscribe now to get your morning buzz from the Baylor Lariat. News for the students, by the students. We'll see you in your inbox.
Stay informed and stay connected with Lariat TV News. Tune in to LTVN every Friday, your go-to source for everything happening on campus and around Waco. From breaking stories to exclusive interviews, we cover campus events, student life, sports updates, and more. By the students, for the students. Catch our latest broadcast every Friday afternoon on YouTube by searching Baylor Lariat TV News. Stay informed and stay connected with Lariat.
Whole lot of traffic, but not a whole lot of scoring through two here at Baylor Ballpark. Bears have stranded 4 runners, and the Sun Devils have stranded 2. As we head to the top of the third, center fielder Isaiah Jackson will lead off this inning. And the first pitch from Bailey, fastball outside for ball 1.
Jackson last night had one of those home runs for Arizona State.
That one's fastball just gets the outside edge. Good framing by Kennett. And it's 1-1. Jackson hitting .297 on the year, has 11 home runs. That one's low for ball 2. He's second on the team in home runs. This one's a hard ground ball to Sanders, who will make the clean play and throw over to first base for a quick first out of this inning.
Well, Carson Bailey looks like he's settled in. It's a ground ball to Travis Sanders, who fielded cleanly, and over to John Ewens for out number 1 of this inning.
Yeah, given up a couple of base runners, but 2 double plays each in the last inning. Last 2 innings. Kind of bailed him out as Kyle Walker shows bunt, but he'll pull back. And ball 1.
And Walker kind of popped out of the way to avoid getting hit by that pitch from Carson Bailey.
Yeah. Walker led off this game with a single. That one's upstairs. Counts 2-0. Walker had hit a hard line drive that landed right in front of Wesley Jordan on the first pitch of this game. This one's high fly ball into center field. Ty Johnson will make his way under and will make the catch for out number 2.
And you see the flag in center field, the American flag, kind of blowing in towards the dish. That one died pretty quickly for Walker.
And we saw it a little bit from the Sun Devil outfield last half inning, playing up pretty far from the warning track against some of these Baylor hitters. Now Landon Harrison will come up to bat with 2 outs. And that first pitch will be a fastball against the upper third of the zone. And count 0-1 with 2 outs. Harrison into that first double play as this one gets past the diving reach of Sanders and into right field. So it'll be a 2-out base runner for the Sun Devils.
Good effort by Travis Sanders, laying out for that one, just gets by his glove. And yeah, like you said, a 2-out single from Hairston.
Harrison's first hit of the series, went 0 for 3 last night. Grounded out into a double play in the first inning. And now the shortstop, Matt King, will come up to bat. That first pitch gets low and inside corner for strike 1. Matt King had a single in the first inning. Made his way over to third. That one's just inside. Count's tied up at 1. Reached all the way over to third on a throwing error by Pearson Reebok. And the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Got him on a knee. Waving at that breaking ball. That's when you know it's a good pitch. When you can get a batter on his knee swinging at a ball, that's how you know you fooled him.
Yeah, well, what a great pitch by Carson Bailey, like you said.
Bailey sets, looks over to first, heel kick and deal. This one will be fouled back off the netting in front of the Arizona State dugout. That one hit 93.5 miles an hour, so luckily for some of the guys in the maroon and gold, they don't have to feel that one. And the 1-2 pitch from Bailey. Swung on, ripped into straightaway center field. Ty Johnson moving a little forward, and he'll make the catch. As the Sun Devils strand their third base runner of this game, and we'll head to the bottom of the third here on Baylor Lariat Radio.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all of the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
Hey Bears, are you a freshman or senior? Freshman and senior portraits are now being scheduled. Watch your Baylor email for more information on how to reserve your sitting.
Top of the third here at Baylor Ballpark. It's the Baylor Bears versus the Arizona State Sun Devils, and we're still tied up at 0. No one has broken the early game deadlock. As Jack Martinez back out there on the mound for the Sun Devils. Not the most impressive first 2 innings. Issued 4 walks. Has 54 pitches already on the afternoon.
And it's an interesting move. Him back out there for another innings of work. Kind of struggled with inconsistency, like you said, Jeffrey, and his pitch count is getting up there. See if he could settle in here.
And leading off for the Bears, second baseman Travis Sanders. Struck out swinging. That's the second batter in the bottom of the first. This one's chopper off his foot. And he'll limp his way back to the right-handed batter's box. A couple more people start to trickle in the Baylor Ballpark. We got a really good crowd for this beautiful Saturday afternoon. Plenty of people on the berm. It's bark at the park as that one swung on and missed. It's behind on that 90-mile-an-hour fastball. Also got some people over on the platforms in right field, enjoying the sun. And the 0-2 pitch to Sanders. Swung on, fouled back right over the press box. Count stays the same. Sanders currently on a 7-game hitting streak. That one's low for ball one. Sanders hit streak second on the team as of right now, behind Enzo Apodaca's current 11-game hit streak. As the 1-2 pitch is on its way. Ground ball in the left field, and it's a base hit. Travis Sanders extends that hitting streak to 8 games.
Way to get on base for Travis Sanders. He had the third baseman, Jax Ryan, working towards his left, but that one just a little bit out of his reach. And Travis Sanders leads things off in this inning with a base hit.
Yeah, ground ball got through a little hole between the third baseman, like you said, Jax Ryan moving to his left, and the shortstop, Matt King, found its way in the left field for a leadoff single. And now for setting up Tyreek Kemp. This one's hit high into center field. Making his way forward and to his right is the center fielder, Isaiah Jackson, who will make the catch for out number 1. Now, the left fielder, Wesley Jordan, will come up to bat.
And if you're Baylor, you'd really like to advance some of these runners. Already 4 guys left on base today.
As Kemp makes his way over to second, the throw over will be offline, and it'll be a stolen base for Tyreek Kemp.
Oh, and just like that, Travis Sanders gets in to scoring position for Wesley Jordan.
And that'll be Travis Sanders' 7th stolen base of the year, 3rd on the team. As Wesley Jordan swings and misses, took a big hack at that high breaking ball. And it's 0-2. That one swung on and missed, got him on the breaking ball. And Wesley Jordan will go down swinging for the second out of this inning.
Good job by Jack Martinez. 3 strikes in a row to retire Wesley Jordan.
Yeah, Martinez now sitting at 34 strikes to 29 balls out of his 63 total pitches through 2 2/3. Now the freshman third baseman Pearson Reebok will come up to bat. That one will be low for ball 1. Travis Sanders on second. That one's low and outside, but just paints the corner. And the count's 1-1 strike with 2 outs. Pearson Reebok last time up hit a soft line drive that was caught by Jax Ryan at third base to end the first inning. This one swung on and missed out in front of that breaking ball. And Reebok's down in the count 1-2. Pitch from Martinez, swung on, drilled into the stands.
That's like someone's found a souvenir over there.
Yeah. Looks like a young baseball team over there. 1-2 pitch. This one off the end of the bat, but it'll just be foul. Now, last foul ball hit the bottom of the canopy and made its way back to kind of towards the concourse. First couple rows behind it.
Yeah, it was kind of scary. It ricocheted off the top, and it went right towards that baseball team. Luckily, no one was hit.
And the 1-2 pitch to Reebok. Swung on, ripped into left field, and it'll be down. Here comes Sanders making his way home, and the Bears strike first on this Saturday afternoon.
Well, Pearson Reebok gets the Bears on the board, sends one into right field, and coming all the way around from second is Travis Sanders. The Bears a 1-0 lead over Arizona State.
Barreled that ball up. It was making its way towards the right field line, as the right fielder, Keen Vu, had to run to his left to stop the ball from going to the wall, as Martinez will go over to first, but Reebok will slide in safely. So now the designated hitter, Hunter Simmons, will come up to bat. And the 0 pitch. That one's up and inside. Got Simmons turning back. One counts 1-0. Simmons grounded out to 6-3. Back in the second inning. That one inside, really close to his knees. Didn't quite flinch on that one, but hitters count 2-0 with 2 outs. And Reebok on first. Infield shaded over to the left. Pitch. That one gets the inside edge. For strike one. Martinez, 2 pitches inside for balls, worked his way and has found that inside edge. As he sets, kicks and deals. Swung on, hit high into shallow center field, as Kyle Walker will make the catch and will end the inning. But the Bears strike for the first run in this game as they lead 1-0 as we head to the top of the fourth.
Hey Bears, are you always the last to know about what's happening at Baylor? Are you left quiet in a group when talking about last week's game? Well, you haven't gotten your morning buzz yet. Did you know you can get your dose of current Baylor news every Tuesday through Friday straight to your inbox? The Baylor Lariat Morning Buzz e-newsletter provides you with breaking Baylor stories, local events, and in-depth sports coverage daily. You can be in the know on all things Baylor. If you aren't already buzzing, go to BaylorLariat.com. That's BaylorLariat.com and click the subscribe now to get your morning buzz from the Baylor Lariat. News for the students, by the students. We'll see you in your inbox.
Stay informed and stay connected with Lariat TV News. Tune in to LTVN every Friday, your go-to source for everything happening on campus and around Waco. From breaking stories to exclusive interviews, we cover campus events, student life, sports updates, and more. By the students, for the students. Catch our latest broadcast every Friday afternoon on YouTube by searching Baylor Lariat TV News.
Top of the fourth here. It's Baylor baseball on the Baylor Lariat Radio on this Star Wars weekend. It's also Bark in the Park, as we had mentioned earlier. Some of our furry friends over in right field at the berm. As Jacob Tobias, the first baseman, will lead it off for the Sun Devils. That first pitch inside for ball one. Tobias, his first time up, he reached on a throwing error, or off of a fielding error, from Pearson Reebok. As this one gets past Tyreek Kemp. Jacob Tobias will get on base for the second time this game.
Way to get on base for Tobias, and that's the third inning today where the leadoff man has gotten on.
He's been kind of torturing the left side of the infield. First time up, hit a difficult chopper to Reebok, who went off his body and into left field. That one just passed the glove of Kemp at short. Now Keen Vu. We'll look at that first pitch, low and outside, ball one. Keen Vu, All-American for the Sun Devils last year, became the 133rd Sun Devil to do that, as he'll show bunt. But he'll pull away, as that one's low. 2 balls, no strikes. From the junior out of San Diego, California. That fastball in at the knees. Counts 2-1 with no outs and a runner on second. Show bunt again. He'll pull back, but this one gets in the zone again. Counts tied up at 2. Kimbu had a monster season last year. All-American had a .793 slugging percentage. This one's foul tipped, and the count will remain the same. .793 slugging percentage last year, 18th in the country, second in the Pac-12. And his .497 on-base percentage was second in the Pac-12, 29th across the nation. This one's fouled. He'll go off the railing in front of the Arizona State dugout. Third straight foul ball from Kinvu. Grounded out to Bailey first time. That's another foul ball. This one finds its way into the dugout.
Good at bat by Vu here. Way to continue to fight.
Still nobody out and one on. Infield playing straight up. 2-2 pitch. That one gets a piece of Vu and he'll get on base. Now Kennett will make his way to the pitcher's mound and he'll have a little talk with Carson Bailey.
Yeah, settle him down here. I know you got runners on first and second, but with the way this defense has been playing, with the double plays and making the routine plays, I think he's okay here.
7th base runner allowed by Bailey today. In the 3+ innings of work thus far. Infield double play depth as that one just clips the outside zone. Counts 0-1 to Jax Ryan, who led off the second inning with a walk, his only time up. 3:21 on the season. This one's fouled back to the netting, and it's 0-2. Jax Ryan extended his on-base streak to 9 games with that walk. 5th on the team with a .420 on-base percentage. As he'll wave at that one for strike 3. Good answer by Bailey. And now a double play could end the inning.
Good pitch by Carson Bailey to get that strikeout. 96-mile-an-hour fastball as well. And yeah, like you said, you're a double play away from getting out of this one.
Now the DH, Brandon Compton, will come up to bat with 1 out and 2 runners on. Infield double play depth once again. That one's a breaking ball, just catches at the knees. And it's 0-1. Compton, another Sun Devil with an impressive campaign last season. He was the 37th freshman All-American in program history. That one's inside. And he was also named Pac-12 Freshman of the Year. He became the 4th Arizona State player to do that. That one's in for strike 2. Compton also was named an All-Star in the Cape Cod League for the Katuitt Kettleers. That was the team that our colleague Joe Pratt called games for over the last 2 summers. And the 1-2 pitch. That one skips in the dirt. Good block by Kennett. And the 2 balls, 2 strikes. The designated hitter out of Buckeye, Arizona. kicks and deals. Swung on and missed. Got him on the breaking ball for out number 2. Well, 2 base runners to start the inning against Bailey, but he's come back with 2 straight strikeouts. And now he sees the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Gave up that single to start the inning, hit by pitch to Keen Vu, and now back-to-back strikeouts.
Looking for the pivotal third out of this inning. Catcher Josiah Cromwell pops one up, and it'll hit the canopy right above us. Aidan was definitely ready to make that catch if need be, but luckily for us, the netting makes sure that we don't have to do that.
Should have brought my glove out to the ballpark today.
And the 0-1 pitch to Cromwick. That one's way outside. Kenna having to slide to his right to make that catch.
And Jeffrey, we got a good crowd today. I think this is one of the best showouts I've seen all year at the Baylor Ballpark.
For sure. And Sean Snedeker will make his way out of the dugout, jog over to the pitcher's mound, have a little meeting with his pitcher and catcher. And we'll talk about how to pitch to Cromwick. Counts 1-1, 2 outs. Cromwick grounded out to second base to end the top of the second, his only time up.
And it's a quick mound visit from Sean Snedeker, and we're set to resume play here from the Baylor Ballpark.
Cromwick leads the team in home runs with 11. Isaiah Jackson's right behind with 10. 1-1 pitch from Bailey. Swung on and missed. Foul tip off the glove of the catcher, Kennett. And the count's 1-2. Not much of a steal threat with Jacob Tobias on second. Kian Vu is, but he'll have to stay behind Tobias as the 1-2 pitch underway. Way outside, and it'll be a double steal for the Sun Devils. Well, there you go. Jacob Tobias with his 3rd stolen base on the year. Kian Vu with his 20th.
Yeah, that's huge now for Cromwick with runners on second and third, looking to tie this game up.
One into left field, 1 run scores. Here comes Vu, and he will score. The Sun Devils answer with a 2-run single off the bat of Josiah Cromwick.
And just like that, the Sun Devils take the lead. They lead 2-1 on the bases clearing single from Cromwick. And yeah, that steal was huge.
That one's inside to Isaiah Jackson. You had mentioned earlier in the game, Aidan, that Arizona State, a very aggressive base running team. That's now 102 steals on the season. That one's inside for ball 2. Good enough to move them into 23rd in the country. They came into the series with 98 and tied for 27th. But last night with the 2 stolen bases they had, they moved into 26th. That one swung on and missed. Now they move into 23rd, passing up Kent State, Rhode Island, and Western Kentucky. All 3 have 101 steals as a team on the year. That one's outside. Counts 3-1 to the center fielder.
Here's Carson Bailey looking for a ground out here. Get out of this inning. Give up 2 runs, but looking for that last out.
And that's in for a strike. The count runs full with 2 outs. And Cromwick at first. Obviously got to be a pretty frustrating inning for Bailey. Started off rough, gave up a single and hit by pitch. Came back with 2 straight strikeouts. As that one swung on and missed. Well, the Sun Devils take the lead with a two RBI single off the bat of Josiah Cromwick. And we'll head to the bottom of the fourth. Sun Devils take the lead, 2-1.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
Hey Bears, are you a freshman or senior? Freshman and senior portraits are now being scheduled. Watch your Baylor email for more information on how to reserve your sitting. Hey Bears, are you a freshman or senior? Freshman and senior portraits are now being scheduled. Watch your Baylor email for more information on how to reserve your sitting.
2-1 ball game here in the middle of the fourth inning. Sun Devils in the top of this inning took the lead on a 2-run, 2-out RBI single off the bat of the catcher, Josiah Cromwick. And now the Bears hoping to answer a little run of their own. John Younes will lead off the game for the Bears.
Right, the Bears were able to score a run in the third inning, looking to add on here and regain the lead and tie it up.
First pitch to Younes is outside. Well, all 6 runs scored by the Sun Devils so far this weekend have come across 2 innings, had a 4-run 6th last night to take 4-1 lead. That didn't last very long. That one's low for ball 2. John Younes had shown bunt, but pulled away. And now 2 runs in the top of the fourth. They lead this ball game 2-1. The 2-0 pitch to Younes. Shown's bunt. But he'll pull back, and that'll be at the knees for strike 1. Younes says last time up struck out swinging in the bottom of the second. As this one will be ripped foul down the first baseline.
Jack Martinez, the starting pitcher for the Sun Devils, back out there at 77 pitches thrown so far today.
This one's hit high down in the foul territory, but the third baseman, Jax Ryan, will run out of room. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes to the redshirt freshman first baseman. Mentioned last game, went 2 for 4 against Sam Houston State. That was his first game in college with an RBI and run. The first one of the season. He's had 3 hits in his last 2 games played before this. And check swing, and they'll say Younes went around, and he'll be down swinging for the second time this game. It was a high fastball. Younes had checked his swing. And they appealed over to the third base umpire, Jason Benson. Said he went around, so 2 strikeouts for Younes. As center fielder Ty Johnson will come up to bat with nobody on, 1 out. He'll show bunt. This one will go down third base line. Ryan gets a good jump on it, and he'll make the throw over to first in time, beating Johnson by a step.
The third baseman, Ryan, played that bunt perfectly. It got to him on 1 hop, quickly grabbed it, and fires over to first. And now 2 down in this inning for Jack Martinez and the Sun Devils.
Yeah, especially over the last couple of weeks, Ty Johnson been showing bunt quite a bit, trying to show off his speed, but unfortunately couldn't get it in there in time as that one's fastball at face level to the catcher, J.J. Kennett. Kennett reached via the walk. His only time up. That one flips the outside corner. It's 1-1. Infield a little to the left against the righty. The 1-1 pitch to from Martinez. Swung on and missed. Kennett way out in front of the 80-mile-an-hour breaking ball.
Well, Jack Martinez struggled to find control of his pitches early in this game. Looks like he's done a better job of that in this inning.
The 1-2 pitch. Another fastball upstairs. The 84th pitch from Jack Martinez. This one's hidden to straightaway left field. The left fielder, Landon Hairston, will make his way to his right and will make the catch. 1-2-3 inning. As we are through 4. Bears trail the Sun Devils 2-1.
Hey Bears! Are you always the last to know about what's happening at Baylor? Are you left quiet in a group when talking about last week's game? Well, you haven't gotten your morning buzz yet. Did you know you can get your dose of current Baylor news every Tuesday through Friday straight to your inbox? The Baylor Lariat Morning Buzz e-newsletter provides you with breaking Baylor stories, local events, and in-depth sports coverage daily. You can be in the know on all things Baylor. If you aren't already buzzing, go to BaylorLariat.com. That's BaylorLariat.com and click the subscribe now to get your morning buzz from the Baylor Lariat. News for the students, by the students. We'll see you in your inbox.
Hey Bears, are you a freshman or senior? Freshman and senior portraits are now being scheduled. Watch your Baylor email for more information on how to reserve your sitting.
Top of the 5th here at Baylor Ballpark. As the Bears went down 1-2-3 last half inning. The Arizona State Sun Devils lead this ball game 2-1.
And it's the top of the lineup coming up for Arizona State. Kyle Walker, Landon Hairston, and Matt King.
This is the first time both teams have met, both members of the Big 12. Sun Devils were last year a part of a now dissolved Pac-12. In the fall, they'll both meet for the first time as conference opponents in football. They'll meet on September 20th in Waco. And the first pitch to Kyle Walker will be in at the knees for strike one. Arizona State football had a very impressive year last year, making a run to the college football playoff where they lost the Texas Longhorns. Walker shows bunt, but it'll go foul down the third base line.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting football game. Both programs coming off impressive years, looking to build upon that.
Yeah, the Bears went 8-4 in the regular season, lost to LSU in the Texas Bowl in Houston, Texas. Swung on and missed, got Kyle Walker on the breaking ball, and it'll be a first out of this inning.
Well, that's the 4th strikeout in 2 innings for Carson Bailey. Most of them with that breaking ball, which has looked really good today.
And last inning ended in a very frustrating way for the freshman left-hander. Gave up that 2 RBI single. Had 2 strikeouts right before that, as Hairston will bunt foul. Yeah, like we were saying with football, they'll open up next year on August 29th, a Friday night game against the Auburn Tigers, and we'll head up to Dallas to play SMU, another team that made it to the college football playoffs. As that one's a tough start of the year for the football team, as that one's low. Hoping to build on that recent momentum. And it's 2-1 to the left fielder, Landon Hairston. Pitch from Bailey. That one's low, counts 3-1 to the left fielder. Hairston, from a family of baseball players, his father, 11-year MLB player Scott Hairston. As that ball will be inside for ball 4.
Well, it's the second walk of the day Carson Bailey has given up. And here comes Matt King, who came into this game as the Sun Devils' leader in batting average, batting .401 right now.
Yeah, started off this game with a single, then lined out to center field his last time up. And the first pitch to King will be in the dirt for ball 1. The 80th pitch from Carson Bailey. 1 out and a runner on first. That one's roped and caught by Pearson Reebok. Making the snag, moving to his left. And the shortstop, Matt King, is retired.
Just almost scorched off the bat of Matt King, and way to stab it by Pearson Reebok over at third base.
The second line out for Kings now. Jacob Tobias will come up to bat with 2 outs. And Hairston on first. This one's a ground ball. Good play by Sanders, and he'll toss over to Kemp at second, and he'll make the play for out number 3. Sun Devils strand 1 base runner, and it's still a 2-1 ball game as we head to the bottom of the 5th here on Baylor Lariat Radio.
Hey Bears! Are you always the last to know about what's happening at Baylor? Are you left quiet in a group when talking about last week's game? Well, you haven't gotten your morning buzz yet. Did you know you can get your dose of current Baylor news every Tuesday through Friday straight to your inbox? The Baylor Lariat Morning Buzz e-newsletter provides you with breaking Baylor stories, local events, and in-depth sports coverage daily. You can be in the know on all things Baylor. If you aren't already buzzing, go to BaylorLariat.com. That's BaylorLariat.com and click the subscribe now to get your morning buzz from the Baylor Lariat. News for the students, by the students. We'll see you in your inbox.
Stay informed and stay connected with Lariat TV News. Tune in to LTVN every Friday, your go-to source for everything happening on campus and around Waco. From breaking stories to exclusive interviews, we cover campus events, student life, sports updates, and more. By the students, for the students. Catch our latest broadcast every Friday afternoon on YouTube by searching Baylor Lariat TV News. Stay informed and stay connected with
Halfway through today's ball game, game 2 of this 3-game set. Sun Devils lead the Bears 2-1, and I'll kick it over to my partner Aidan Pham, who'll take over for play-by-play.
Thanks, Jeffrey. It's the bottom of the 5th inning here in Waco. Baylor and Arizona State meeting for the first time as Big 12 foes. Sun Devils a 2-1 lead. Here's Enzo Apodaca to lead things off. He stares at a breaking ball that gets a piece of the zone from Jack Martinez, who's out there for a 5th innings of work. 0-1 the count against Enzo Apodaca. Sets and deals, and the 77-mile-an-hour pitch just misses the zone. 1-1 against Enzo Apodaca. Drew a walk in the first and a fly out in the second. Martinez gets set and deals. Breaking ball in the zone for strike 2. Apodaca, the left-handed batter, facing the righty Jack Martinez, who is approaching the 90 pitch mark today. 51 of them have been strikes, 37 balls. Martinez deals home and just misses away. 2-2 the count. No outs in the bottom of the 5th. Enzo Apodaca, the batter. Arizona State leads 2-1 over Baylor. The pitch lifted in the air and it twists foul on the left side.
Yeah, his last inning or two, like you said, Jack Martinez found the strike zone a lot more. Started this game with more balls than strikes, but now has 14 more strikes than he does balls.
2-2. Fastball misses away. A full count now against Enzo Apodaca, who is looking for his first hit of the afternoon. Bears down by 1 run. Would love to get Apodaca aboard. 3-2. Line right towards the second baseman Walker, who makes the grab. 1 out, bottom of the 5th, and here comes Travis Sanders. Travis Sanders, the redshirt sophomore infielder, off to a remarkable season that we talked about at the top. Had an excellent month of April where his batting average was .431. Had a team-leading 5 home runs. As he stares at the pitch from Martinez, it's a breaking ball that drops in the zone for strike 1. Sanders batting .384, batting in the second spot in the lineup. Pitch from Martinez up towards the head of Sanders, who had to kind of twist out of the way to avoid getting hit. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, bottom of the 5th. Arizona State a 2-1 lead over Baylor. The pitch from Martinez, chopped and planted foul in front of home plate.
Yeah, went off his leg a little bit, but thankfully the plate was able to kind of kill off some of the speed.
White gloves on for Travis Sanders, holding a blue bat. Stares at the breaking ball, miss away from Jack Martinez. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bottom of the 5th. Arizona State leads 2-1 here in Waco. Jack Martinez holding a brown glove, deals. This one is lifted in the air and it curves foul on the right side towards the berm. Travis Sanders recorded a hit yesterday. So far today, had a single in the 3rd and struck out in the 1st. Martinez heaves it home and it's upstairs at 93 miles an hour.
Yeah, with Travis Sanders, obviously he's had a very impressive year, but some games, kind of like last night, just gets the job done. Didn't do anything too incredible, but gets the job done whenever need be.
Full count. Here's the pitch. Chopped foul along the right side, and we'll do it again. 3 balls, 2 out, 2 strikes, 1 out, bottom of the 5th. Bears trying to tie it up as they trail by 1 run against Arizona State. Travis Sanders, the batter, batting right-handed, facing the righty Martinez. Martinez kicks and deals, and that one planted foul once again.
Good job staying alive by Travis Sanders. Another foul ball. Count stays full. That's the 100th pitch from Jack Martinez through 4 1/3 innings of work.
Martinez gets set, heaves it home. Swing and a miss. Got him with a breaking ball. Down goes Travis Sanders, and that's 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, he was definitely not expecting that breaking ball over the heart of the plate, was way out in front of it, and he's down swinging for the second time this afternoon.
The bullpen getting going, getting started for Arizona State. Looks like there's a right-handed pitcher warming up. Jack Martinez, 101 pitches thrown today. Here's Tyreek Kemp. That one way upstairs. Martinez had to reach all the way up to grab, rather Cromwick, the catcher, had to reach all the way up to grab that ball. 1-0. Gets the top of the zone for strike 1.
Yeah, Jack Martinez has been no stranger to these high pitch counts all season. His highest, 112. That came back on March 29th.
1-1 pitch is high at 92 miles an hour. The fastball, 2-1 the count against Tyreek Kemp with 2 outs, bottom of the 5th.
Last time I threw 97 pitches against BYU on the 25th.
Here's the pitch. Check swing down to third, says he didn't go. 3-1 the count against the senior shortstop, Tyreek Kemp. Three and one pitch is up and away. Tyreek Kemp tosses the bat, and he's aboard first on the walk.
Yeah, Tyreek Kemp, that's his 27th walk of the season. He's second on the team, just two behind Ty Johnson, who had a walk earlier in this game in the bottom of the second.
Here's a mound visit from Arizona State. See if that'll be the day for Jack Martinez. Up to 106 pitches. They're going to chat things over. It's the bottom of the 5th with 2 outs here at the Baylor Ballpark. Tyreek Kemp just got aboard on the walk. The Sun Devils lead 2-1 over the Bears.
I'd be surprised if they kept him in. I feel like it looks like they'll keep him in for one more at bat. I think they're just trying to buy some time for their relief pitcher warming up in the bullpen.
Beautiful day here at the Baylor Ballpark. A good crowd with green and gold and specks of maroon. A lot of Arizona State fans in Waco today who traveled. Here's Wesley Jordan, the senior outfielder. Bears at the first pitch, miss away. Jordan had a great game yesterday. 2 hits, 3 RBIs. The Bears a come from behind victory, scored 6 in the 7th as Jordan sends that one foul along the right side. Wesley Jordan, looking for his first hit of the day, has reached on a walk as Jack Martinez checks to first. Sliding head first back is Tyreek Kemp. Tyreek Kemp 7 for 10 on stolen bases this season. Martinez gets set and fires over to first. Ooh. Tyreek Kemp slid back and now he's down.
Yeah, it looked like that throw hit him kind of in the midsection. Might have got him in like the ribs.
Tyreek Kemp in discomfort, now able to get up on his own and leans over as the trainer for Baylor trots out there to take a look at him. Looks like it was his arm. Tyreek Kemp says he's all right. Trainer trots back to the dugout, and we'll resume play here at the Baylor Ballpark. There was a pickoff attempt from Jack Martinez over to first. Tyreek Kemp slid back. And Jeffrey, did that ball look like it got a piece of him, or was that the plate?
I think it's got to be the ball right there. I mean, it looked like it got a good piece of Kemp.
Martinez over to first once again, and back safely is Kemp. The third pickoff attempt of this at bat. Wesley Jordan, the batter. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch. Kemp takes off, slides in. The throw from Cromwick is in time. Tyree Kemp caught stealing, and that'll be the end of this inning. The Bears unable to add on to their score as we head to the 6th inning. This is Baylor Baseball on Baylor Lariat Radio.
Stay informed and stay connected with Lariat TV News. Tune in to LTVN every Friday, your go-to source for everything happening on campus and around Waco. From breaking stories to exclusive interviews, we cover campus events, student life, sports updates, and more. By the students, for the students. Catch our latest broadcast every Friday afternoon on YouTube by searching Baylor Lariat TV News. Stay informed and stay connected with Lariat TV News. Tune in to LTVN every Friday, your go-to source for everything happening on campus and around Waco. From breaking stories to exclusive interviews, we cover campus events, student life, sports updates, and more. By the students, for the students. Catch our latest broadcast every Friday afternoon on YouTube by searching Baylor Lariat TV News. Hey Bears, are you a freshman or senior? Freshman and senior portraits are now being scheduled. Watch your Baylor email for more information on how to reserve your sitting.
Back from the Baylor Ballpark, Arizona State taking on Baylor in Waco for the first time as Big 12 opponents. The Sun Devils lead 2-1. They were able to score 2 runs in the 4th inning. The Bears get their lone run in the 3rd. Tyree Kemp caught stealing to end the 5th inning. Carson Bailey back out there. This will be his 6th inning. The freshman at 82 pitches thrown so far. Kian Vu, Jax Ryan, and Brandon Compton due up in this inning for Arizona State. Kian Vu, the junior outfielder out of San Diego, California. An impressive season last year, like Jeffrey mentioned. First pitch is a fastball that is up and in from Carson Bailey. Flag in center field now, blowing towards the left side. 1-0 on the ground, picked up by Kemp. Settles, fires to Hewins for out number 1.
Good play. Hard ground ball. 102.7 off the bat. But Tyree Kemp makes it look like a routine play for out number 1.
And like you said, Tyree Kemp has been such a reliable guy out there playing shortstop, as well as Travis Sanders. Those two are having a great stretch of the season in the middle. Here's Jax Ryan. Chops one foul. Ryan batting .316. Was walked in the 2nd and struck out swinging in the 4th. Ryan homered on Tuesday in that midweek series against Long Beach State. As check swing over to first, he says he didn't go. And the breaking ball misses low for ball number 1. There's an appeal from the Baylor dugout. Home plate umpire Tom Cordell takes the mask off and directs some words towards them.
Yeah, you had mentioned earlier about just the great defensive skill by the middle infield, Tyree Kemp. He started all 44 games for the Bears this year. He only has 6 errors. Last one coming on the 25th against TCU. That's his only error since he committed one March 15th against Kansas.
Ryan shows bunt, and the breaking ball from Bailey gets the corner of the zone for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, top of the 6th. Arizona State leads 2-1. White gloves on, holding a black bat as that one bounced in the dirt from Carson Bailey. 2 balls and 2 strikes against Jax Ryan.
Yeah, that took a weird bounce. It looked like it might have gone off the foot of Jax Ryan after it hit the dirt, but I guess not. Hit off something.
Yeah, you can kind of hear a pop sound as nobody on, 1 out, 2-2 the count. Pitch is low in the dirt at 95 miles an hour. Jax Ryan with the maroon sleeve on his right arm, swings and misses through the fastball from Carson Bailey, and that's 2 down in the 6th inning.
Yeah, really good pitch. You had mentioned it earlier, Aidan. A lot of his strikeouts have come on the breaking ball. This time, Pham's 93 mile an hour fastball up and in, and Jax Ryan just swings right through it for the 2nd out of this inning.
There's Brandon Compton hit into that double play back in the 2nd inning, looking to get on for the first time of the day. A fastball from Carson Bailey right down the heart of the plate for strike 1.
5th strikeout for Carson Bailey on the afternoon.
Compton batting .260. His last at bat struck out swinging back in the 4th. Wavering the black bat next to his left ear. Stares at the breaking ball from Carson Bailey.
Ooh.
And that one, home plate umpire is going to say it just misses the zone.
I thought I got a pretty good chunk of the zone. I thought it was almost right over, but I guess I'm not right behind home plate.
1-1. Breaking ball. This one drops in the zone for strike 2. Brandon Compton, 8 multi-hit games this year. Looking for his first hit of the afternoon. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and nearly got a piece, or did it, of Brandon Compton, who did his best to maneuver out of the way, avoid getting hit by the 94 mile an hour fastball from Carson Bailey. Lefty on lefty matchup between Compton and Bailey. Pitch. Breaking ball. Caught him up. And that's 2 strikeouts to close the top frame of the 6th from Carson Bailey. We head to the bottom of 6. Arizona State leads 2-1. This is Baylor Baseball on Baylor Lariat Radio.
Hey Bears, are you always the last to know about what's happening at Baylor? Are you left quiet in a group when talking about last week's game? Well, you haven't gotten your morning buzz yet. Did you know you can get your dose of current Baylor news every Tuesday through Friday straight to your inbox? The Baylor Lariat Morning Buzz e-newsletter provides you with breaking Baylor stories, local events, and in-depth sports coverage daily. You can be in the know on all things Baylor. If you aren't already buzzing, go to BaylorLariat.com. That's BaylorLariat.com and click the subscribe now to get your morning buzz from the Baylor Lariat. News for the students, by the students. We'll see you in your inbox.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.
Back from Waco, bottom of the 6th inning. Scoreless top frame from the Sun Devils. A 1-2-3 inning from pitcher Carson Bailey. The new pitcher for the Sun Devils is number 12, Jaden Alba. And for the breakdown on him, I'll toss it over to Jeffrey.
Yeah, the sophomore right-handed pitcher out of Long Beach, California, standing at 6'3", 205 pounds. Coming into this game with a 6.75 ERA, a 1.83 whip in 33 1/3 innings of work.
First pitch from Alba is a ground ball towards the shortstop, King, who fires over the first to Tobias and retires Jordan.
Well, that's how you want to start if you're Jaden Alba. Jack Martinez wasn't quite as efficient this game. In 5 innings, threw 109 pitches, and he had 5 walks to 5 strikeouts, while only giving up 3 hits and 1 run.
There's Pearson Reebok. First pitch from Alba to Reebok is high. 1-0 the count. Reebok back in the third had that RBI single to plate the lone run for the Bears in this game, who trail 2-1. Kick, draw, and deals is Alba. And his fastball gets a piece of the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out against Pearson Reebok.
Yeah, Alba's been a lengthy relief guy. Hasn't gone fewer than 3 innings. He went 3 innings last time against BYU, giving up 2 runs on 3 hits.
Reebok swings and misses right through the fastball from Jaden Alba.
94 miles an hour. That's some new speed for this Baylor lineup to get used to.
Christian Reebok steps out, gathers himself for a second, now back in to the left-handed batter's box with a red bat. Stares at the pitch, and the fastball misses away. 2-2 the count against the freshman third baseman Pearson Reebok, batting .327 this year. Had a hit back in the third. Bears looking to tie this game up. From the stretch, Alba, leg kick and deals, lifted in the air, and that one fouled left side.
Yeah, Pearson Reebok, his single last time up extended his on-base streak to 7 games. Also had a hit and a walk last night.
2-2 the count, no one on. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him with the breaking ball was Jaden Alba to retire Pearson Reebok.
Just kind of mixed him up right there. Showed him 83 miles an hour on the inside edge.
Here's Hunter Simmons. Simmons looking to get on base for the first time today. Has an 8-game on base streak. The righty will face the righty Alba. Deals home is Alba, and the breaking ball in the zone for strike 1.
That's a very well-placed pitch. Got that front door breaking ball. Looks like it's coming at Simmons most of the way and then just breaks in at the last second.
Alba gets set, kicks and deals. Breaking ball once again in the zone. 0-2 the count now with 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th, Arizona State leads 2-1. Simmons with the black bat. Alba holding a brown glove. Swings and misses as Hunter Simmons right through the fastball. A 1-2-3 inning for the newly inserted Jaden Alba. To the 7th inning we go. Arizona State leads 2-1.
Hey Bears! Are you always the last to know about what's happening at Baylor? Are you left quiet in a group when talking about last week's game? Well, you haven't gotten your morning buzz yet. Did you know you can get your dose of current Baylor news every Tuesday through Friday straight to your inbox? The Baylor Lariat Morning Buzz e-newsletter provides you with breaking Baylor stories, local events, and in-depth sports coverage daily. You can be in the know on all things Baylor. If you aren't already buzzing, go to BaylorLariat.com. That's BaylorLariat.com and click the subscribe now to get your morning buzz from the Baylor Lariat. News for the students, by the students. We'll see you in your inbox.
Stay informed and stay connected with Lariat TV News. Tune in to LTVN every Friday, your go-to source for everything happening on campus and around Waco. From breaking stories to exclusive interviews, we cover campus events, student life, sports updates, and more. By the students, for the students. Catch our latest broadcast every Friday afternoon on YouTube by searching Baylor Lariat TV News. Stay informed and
Baylor and Arizona State taking on each other in this weekend series. It's game 2. The Bears won last night 7-4. Here in the top of the 7th of game 2, Arizona State leads 2-1. Newly inserted pitcher for the Bears, number 52, Caleb Bunch. Bunch, the senior right-handed pitcher. Cromwick leads off the inning for the Sun Devils. First pitch from Bunch gets the corner of the zone for strike 1 at 87 miles an hour. Bunch, 9 of his 16 appearances this year have been scoreless, as here's a ground ball towards Tyreek Kemp, who makes the routine play a little bit out in front of Younes, but able to make the catch.
Yeah, Younes has played a very good first base so far. Hasn't let a ball get by. Has had it to stretch a couple times to make the play, but so far been very clean. Yeah, Caleb Bunch is coming off probably his worst outing of the season against TCU.
Here's a fastball from Bunch down the middle to Isaiah Jackson. 0-1 the count. Jackson last night had 1 of 2 home runs for the Sun Devils. This one bounces in the dirt from Bunch.
Yeah, Bunch went 1 1/3 against TCU on the 26th allowed. 6 hits, just tied his season high, and 3 runs, which set his season high. Honestly hoping to change the narrative today.
Here's the pitch from Bunch. It's low. 2-1 the count. Isaiah Jackson batting .294. Had a ground out back in the 3rd and struck out swinging in the 4th. Leg kick and pitch from Bunch. Breaking ball misses low once again. 3-1 the count. Bunch picked up a 3-inning save at Texas Tech. Recorded his first win as a Bear a couple weeks ago against Houston, as his fastball in the zone for strike 2. A full count now against Jackson. Bunch, the righty, deals home. That one gets by J.J. Kenneth, the catcher. It goes to the backstop. So we'll redo things. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, top of the 7th. Arizona State leads 2-1. Bunch, tan glove, kicks and deals. And just high with the fastball. And just like that, Isaiah Jackson aboard with the walk to lead things off. Or rather, the second batter of this inning. This is the top of the lineup with Kyle Walker, junior second baseman. Walker today had a single back in the 1st. Breaking ball from Bunch misses low and away. 1-0 the count. Jackson holding a black bat. And the pitch in and out of the glove of Kenneth. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Isaiah Jackson, the runner on first. Kyle Walker, the batter. Top of the 7th, 1 runner on the 2-0. Fastball misses high. 3 balls, no strikes, and 1 out against Kyle Walker. Bunch gets set, fires home, and fastball is low. Back-to-back walks from Caleb Bunch. Now runners on first and second for Landon Hairston.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see for Bunch coming in relief. He's been pretty good for most of the season about not allowing walks. He only is now his 7th walk of the season, has 22 strikeouts through 28 and 2/3 innings of work.
So with runners on first and second, Landon Hairston, the freshman left fielder, steps up to the plate. Sean Snedeker calls time, walks out there to have a word with his pitcher.
Yeah, with how good this Arizona State lineup is, these 2 base runners with only 1 out, it could get out of hand pretty quickly. You just need to keep a guy like Landon Hairston under wraps. You need to get this crucial second out of the inning.
Snedeker has a quick word, now walks back to the dugout. 1 out, top of the 7th. 2 runners on for Arizona State, who are looking to extend their lead. Cohen in center field, blowing right towards left field. Caleb Bunch gets set, looks back at second, heaves it home, way low and in. J.J. Kenneth had to reach out to make that grab. 1-0 the count against Hairston. Hairston, the freshman infielder from Queen Creek, Arizona. Pitch misses away from Landon Hairston.
Yeah, Hairston, high school standout, was all-region and all-district. Also back-to-back state champion with Castile High School, like I said, out of Queen Creek, Arizona. Hit .407 as a senior.
Bears looking for their 2nd win of this series. Here's the pitch from Bunch. A breaking ball in the zone for strike 1. Baylor got the 7-4 win yesterday. Earlier in the week against Sam Houston, they won 15-4. As this one roped in a left field, rounding third is Jackson. He'll score. It's an RBI single from Landon Hairston, and the Sun Devils extend their lead to 3-1.
Yeah, just a really good piece of hitting, being able to send it the other way. And the Sun Devils tack on another run. They now lead 3-1 in the 7th inning.
Here's Matt King with runners on first and second, a guy who can do a lot of damage for the Sun Devils. That's .534 with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, we just mentioned a few minutes ago that this could definitely get out of hand. And this could definitely be a pivotal moment in this game. Caleb Bunch needing a bounce back.
Pitch from Bunch, lifted in the air towards center field. Johnson makes the grab. No tag is made. Runners stay put. And 2 down in the top of the 7th.
Yeah, Kyle Walker, he bluffed a little bit on second base. Does have a lot of speed. Is 18 of 23 on stolen bases this season. That ball just didn't carry enough. Had to go up against the wind.
So 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Runners on first and second. Tobias, the batter, stares at the breaking ball from Bunch, miss low and in. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Runners on first and second for Jacob Tobias, the senior first baseman. Tobias holding a silver bat. Rolls one to first. Picked up by Yoons. Pitched back to Bunch. And that retires the side. The Sun Devils put up an extra run. They lead 3-1, headed towards the bottom of the 7th. This is Baylor Baseball on Baylor Lariat Radio.
Hey Bears! Are you always the last to know about what's happening at Baylor? Are you left quiet in a group when talking about last week's game? Well, you haven't gotten your morning buzz yet. Did you know you can get your dose of current Baylor news every Tuesday through Friday straight to your inbox? The Baylor Lariat Morning Buzz e-newsletter provides you with breaking Baylor stories, local events, and in-depth sports coverage daily. You can be in the know on all things Baylor. If you aren't already buzzing, go to BaylorLariat.com. That's BaylorLariat.com and click the subscribe now to get your morning buzz from the Baylor Lariat. News for the students, by the students. We'll see you in your inbox.
Stay informed and stay connected with Lariat TV News. Tune in to LTVN every Friday, your go-to source for everything happening on campus and around Waco. From breaking stories to exclusive interviews, we cover campus events, student life, sports updates, and more. By the students, for the students. Catch our latest broadcast every Friday afternoon on YouTube by searching Baylor Lariat TV News. Stay
Back from Waco, bottom of the 7th inning for this weekend series between Arizona State and Baylor. The Sun Devils lead 3-1 after scoring a run in the top frame of the 7th. John Yoons, Ty Johnson, and J.J. Kenneth due up for Baylor. John Yoons, the redshirt freshman batting left-handed, faces Alba, the righty. Alba gets set, kicks and deals. This one misses away with a fastball. 1-0 the count. John Yoons getting his second start today against Arizona State. Yoons with a red bat on his left shoulder. And the pitch from Alba, fastball misses away. A couple weeks ago in that Utah series, Baylor lost 13-1 on Friday, but were able to come back and win the Saturday and Sunday game. And the pitch from Alba is up and away. What a big part of what some of the players think was the turnaround for the Bears was what John Yoons and Buck Buchanan did. As Alba gets set, deals home, and that pitch gets the upper corner of the zone for strike one. So Jeffrey, get this. After they lose 13-1, John Yoons and Buck Buchanan bring in a taxidermied bobcat into the dugout. And it's now become a ritual that every batter has to touch the bobcat as the pitch, the fastball misses away. Yoons aboard on the walk. So yeah, before every at-bat, every Baylor batter touches that bobcat, and it all started with Tyree Kemp, who touched it, and he had a 2-home run game. So now it's become a ritual for the Bears.
Obviously, it's starting to work. They've won their last 3 games.
We'll have to see if that bobcat is still down there today. but John Ewens now aboard first on the walk. Here's Ty Johnson.
Yeah, they've also scored 28 total runs in their last 3 games.
Fastball in the zone from Alba for strike 1. Ty Johnson batting lefty, facing the righty Alba. Gets the pitch calm now. Deals. Check swing. Third base umpire Jason Benson says he went around just enough. 0-2 the count against Ty Johnson.
Yeah, it's a really awkward swing. Pitch inside. He tried to get his hands up, but couldn't hold back for strike 2.
Runner on first, 0-2. Throw to first, sliding back head first is Ewens safely. Bears continuing their 7-game homestand this weekend. They'll host UTGRV and face Oklahoma State next weekend. Here's the 0-2. It bounced in the dirt. Good block from Cromwick. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Bottom of the 7th. The Bears trailing by 2. With a runner on first, that's John Ewens. Ty Johnson was walked in the 2nd, had a ground out in the 4th, looking for his first hit of the afternoon. Alba gets set. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball up the middle, picked up by Walker over to second for 1. The turn of first completes the double play. That was a scary play from Ty Johnson. That bat flew right back towards Alba, the pitcher.
Yeah, it broke off at the handle. Wow, you don't see that very often. Metal bats breaking that cleanly.
And I was gonna say that's a metal bat, not a wood bat, and it snapped off cleanly right back to Alba.
Wow.
But Walker picks it up, underhand tosses it to King, over to Tobias. Now 2 down in the bottom of the 7th. J.J. Kennett chops 1 foul along the third base line.
Yeah, you had mentioned, the series is the first 3 games of a 7-game homestand. The last couple of games in the regular season are big. Bears have been receiving votes in the College Baseball Writers poll for top 25. Haven't quite broken in yet.
Here's a ground ball, third base, picked up by Ryan, settles and fires to Tobias. A 1-2-3 inning does it for the Bears. To the 8th we go. This is Baylor Baseball on Baylor Lariat Radio.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
Hey Bears, are you a freshman or senior? Freshman and senior portraits are now being scheduled. Watch your Baylor email for more information on how to reserve your sitting. Hey Bears.
Back from the Baylor Ballpark, top of the 8th inning, Arizona State leads 3-1 over Baylor. John Ewens was able to get aboard on the walk to start the bottom of the 7th, but that double play from Ty Johnson, followed by J.J. Kennett's ground out, and the Bears unable to add a run. That's 5 base runners left on base for the Bears. On the other hand, Arizona State has left 7 on. The top of the 8th, Keen Vu, Jax Ryan, and Brandon Compton due up for the Sun Devils.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of traffic, not a whole lot of scoring. These pitchers have done a good job of closing the door on both these lineups.
Bunch deals a breaking ball in the zone for strike 1. Keen Vu batting .353. The pitch from Bunch is low and in. Breaking ball once again. Vu with the white gloves around his wrist. Silver bat. 79-mile-an-hour pitch. Misses low from Bunch. 2 balls and 1 strike. No outs. Top of the 8th. Bunch delivers. Hit sharply up the middle. Kemp gloves it. And it rolls over to John Ewens for route number 1.
Dude, what a play. The ball goes off second base. Kyrie Kemp makes the stop and then skips it into John Ewens, who makes the dig while stretching for a very impressive first out in the top of the 8th.
And you mentioned it earlier, Jeffrey, but John Ewens at first base today has had to make a couple tough plays, and every single one of them he's hauled in. As here's Jax Ryan, the breaking ball from Caleb Bunch, low and away.
Yeah, I mean, it's just got to feel so good for a guy like him, who pretty much didn't play at all last year. Has had very limited action this year. He's getting his shot and making the most with it.
Pitch is low from Bunch. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Yeah, Bunch 2-0. Drive towards left field. That'll die. Jordan settles under it, makes the grab, and 2 outs in the top of the 8th.
Yeah, he got a good piece of that ball, but like you said, the wind kind of helped it die down. Wesley Jordan having to take a couple steps to the front, and he'll make the easy catch.
To your point, over at first, John Ewens is the 4th Baylor Bear to get a start at first base. Compton swings, got a piece of it, it sounded like. 0-1 the count. Home plate umpire Tom Cordo walks out, hands him a baseball, and now walks back. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, top of the 8th. Arizona State leads 3-1 over Baylor.
Yeah, Kennett looked like he was limping a little bit going back to behind the dish.
You don't know if a piece of that foul ball got on him.
Yeah, must have.
Seems okay now. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Bunch. Fastball paints the edge of the zone for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 8th. Here's the pitch, lifted in the air towards center field, racing over. Ty Johnson lays out and unable to make the grab. Brandon Compton slides into second. That ball was towards left center. Ty Johnson was on his horse over there, dove for it, but just out of the reach of his glove.
Yeah, that ball, it was curling to the left. Off the bat, it looked like it was going to go straight away center, but just kept on curling to the left, just out of the reach, like you said. Ty Johnson. And they'll rule that a base hit. Makes sense.
This one down the third baseline, it drops fair, rolls into the corner. Rounding third is Compton. He'll score. It's an RBI double from Josiah Cromwick. The Sun Devils now lead 4-1.
Yeah, it's another RBI. Coming with 2 outs for the Sun Devils. 3 of their 4 runs have come with 2 outs. The only run that wasn't with 2 outs, that was on an RBI single from Landon Hairston in the 7th inning. That was with only 1 out.
Bunch looks back and fires home. Looks like it got a piece of Jackson's bat. So 0-1 the count. Runner on second for the Sun Devils, who have already scored a run in this 8th inning. The pitch from Bunch, 79 miles an hour, up and away. Isaiah Jackson looking to add on to the Sun Devils' lead. Runner on second is Cromwick. The pitch, skied in the air, left side. Giving it chase is Reebok, but he runs out of real estate. One ball, two strikes, two outs. Top of the 8th. Bears looking for that last and final out of this 8th inning. Caleb Bunch peeks back at second, gets set, heaves it home, swings and misses as Jackson dropped by Kennett, but he fires to Ewings to get the out. So the Sun Devils able to add a run in the 8th inning. They lead 4-1, headed towards the bottom of the 8th. This is Baylor Baseball on Baylor Lariat Radio.
Hey Bears, are you always the last to know about what's happening at Baylor? Are you left quiet in a group when talking about last week's game? Well, you haven't gotten your morning buzz yet. Did you know you can get your dose of current Baylor news every Tuesday through Friday straight to your inbox? The Baylor Lariat Morning Buzz e-newsletter provides you with breaking Baylor stories, local events, and in-depth sports coverage daily. You can be in the know on all things Baylor. If you aren't already buzzing, go to BaylorLariat.com. That's BaylorLariat.com and click the subscribe now to get your morning buzz from the Baylor Lariat. News for the students, by the students. We'll see you in your inbox.
We welcome you back to Waco, Texas, here at the Baylor Ballpark. Baylor and Arizona State. The Sun Devils lead 4-1. Were able to add a run onto their lead in the top frame of the 8th. Bears looking to respawn here. Jaden Alba back out there for another innings of work. Enzo Apodaca, Travis Sanders, and Tyreek Kemp due up for the Bears in this inning. Apodaca takes a big breath and now steps into the left-handed batter's box. Silver bat on top of his left shoulder. Alba gets set, leg kicks, and deals. Fastball low to Apodaca. 1 ball, no strikes. Apodaca is on a 12-game hitting streak, but so far today has no hits. Was able to reach back in the first on a walk as the pitch from Alba is a fastball that gets a piece of the zone for strike 1.
Yeah, Apodaca just continuing to be pretty consistent throughout this season. Hasn't been the leader in this lineup like he was last year, but still hitting a very respectable .291.
Apodaca hits one and it twists his foul left side. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Bottom of the 8th. The Bears down by 3. Enzo Apodaca leading this inning off for the Baylor. Alba gets set, the 1-2. Rolled up the middle in a center field for a base hit. Enzo Apodaca, a leadoff single in the 8th inning. And he extends his hit streak to 13 games now. That brings up Travis Sanders, the sophomore second baseman. Sanders had a single back in the 3rd, but and also stole a base. He was scored the lone run for Baylor in this ball game. Pitch. Breaking ball in the zone for strike one. Travis Sanders batting .381. Came into this game leading the Bears in batting average. Blue and orange bat. Check swing over to first, says he went. 0-2 the count against Travis Sanders with no outs, bottom of the eighth. Runner on first. Bears trail 4-1. Jaden Alba checks to first and back safely is Apodaca.
Yeah, Bears needing a real breakthrough sooner rather than later. They're down to their last 6 outs of this ball game.
0-2. It is in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs to Travis Sanders. Sanders struck out swinging twice today, first in the first inning and the second time in the 5th inning. Here's the pitch. It's low from Alba, 2-2 the count. Arizona State leads 4-1. Runner on first for Travis Sanders, 2-2 the count. Jaden Alba, the pitcher for the Sun Devils. He gets set. Checks to first. Back safely once again is Apodaca. Apodaca this year 3 for 5 on stolen bases. He's caught stealing back in the first. And Sanders sends one foul back towards the netting behind home plate.
Good job staying alive in this at-bat. 2-2 count. Fouling off a couple pitches.
Runner on first. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jaden Alba kicks and deals. Breaking ball throws him up for the strikeout. Retires Travis Sanders.
That was a little bit of a late call from home plate umpire Tim Cordell.
Looked like he thought about it for a second and then made the call. But regardless, Travis Sanders struck out looking, and here's Tyreek Kemp.
That's the 3rd time Sanders struck out today. Struck out swinging in the 1st and 5th inning, and now he got caught looking.
Tyreek Kemp back in the first had a single, but since then a flyout and was walked in the 5th. With the runner on first here, he stares at the 80-mile-an-hour pitch from Alba. Get the edge of the zone for strike one. Kemp batting .345, has a hit today and a walk. Apodaca about a 5-foot lead, and it's chopped back by Kemp. 0-2 the count.
Yeah, Alba not missing the zone very much. 23 strikes to 10 balls. Been very efficient so far.
Apodaca on first. Kemp, the batter, who steps out of the box, tightens up those white gloves around his wrists. Now gets set. Alba steals, and the fastball in the zone froze up Tyreek Kemp. His 2nd consecutive strikeout for Jaden Alba. And it looks like fans here at the Baylor Ballpark not agreeing with Tim Cordell, the home plate umpire's call.
Yeah, that was a close call. I think Cordell's got a pretty good argument. The ball caught the low and outside corner. That's just got to be frustrating for the Bears. You're down 3 runs. You had a leadoff base runner and then get caught looking 2 times in a row.
The pitch lifted in the air towards right field. Vu settles under it, squeezes the glove, and makes the grab for route number 3. The Bears leave one stranded, and they trail 4-1 headed towards the top of the 9th. This is Baylor Baseball on Baylor Lariat Radio.
Stay informed and stay connected with Lariat TV News. Tune in to LTVN every Friday, your go-to source for everything happening on campus and around Waco. From breaking stories to exclusive interviews, we cover campus events, student life, sports updates, and more. By the students, for the students. Catch our latest broadcast every Friday afternoon on YouTube by searching Baylor Lariat TV News.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
Hey Bears, are you a freshman or senior? Freshman and senior portraits are now being scheduled. Watch your Baylor email for more information on how to reserve your sitting.
Back from the Baylor Ballpark, top of the 9th inning, the Arizona State Sun Devils have a 4-1 lead over Baylor. Kyle Walker to lead things off for Arizona State. Caleb Bunch back out there. Walker plants one foul.
Yeah, it was a bunch of third inning of work. He's had a couple of 3-inning outings, but his longest was 4 innings of 1 hit and 1 run baseball back on March 21st against K-State.
0-1 pitch driven towards left field, but it curves foul. 0-2 the count against Kyle Walker. Walker batting .366. Has a hit back in the 1st and a walk in the 7th as Bunch's pitch misses low.
Yeah, really good stop by Kennett. He had to kind of spin to his right to make that catch.
This one also low from Caleb Bunch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 the count, no outs, top of the 9th. Arizona State swing and a miss from Kyle Walker. Got him with the breaking ball was Caleb Bunch for the first out of this inning.
Yeah, J.J. Kennett with kind of a soft throw. It goes past Pearson Reebok, and the ball went all the way in the left field. J.J. Kennett slapped his chest plate, saying "my bad" to his third baseman.
Here's Landon Hairston. Pitch from Bunch. Fastball down the heart of the plate for strike 1. Bunch so far today, 3 hits allowed and 2 runs. Has also walked 2, but has 2 strikeouts as well, as this pitch is in the zone for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, top of the 9th. Here's the pitch. Chopped on the ground up the middle. On the run is Kemp, who fires to John Ewan to retire Hairston.
Really good play. Had to run to his left. The ball skips over second base. He throws an absolute dot while in a full sprint.
Another great play by the shortstop Tyree Kemp today. And here's Matt King. Matt King batting .396, the leader for the Sun Devils. And gets a piece of this one as he sends it foul back towards the backstop. 0-1 the count towards Matt King. Getting a single in the first is a two-hopper to the shortstop, Kemp, who fields it cleanly, a high throw to John Ewens, who had to leap up for it. And as a result, King reaches first safely.
Yeah, not something you see very often from Tyreek Kemp. That'll go as a throwing error by Kemp.
Brings up Jacob Tobias, but just talking about how Tyreek Kemp has made so many great plays today, that one an uncharacteristic mistake. Tobias stares at the off-speed pitch from Bunch. Miss upstairs.
Yeah, Caleb Bunch hoping that this inning doesn't turn into the 8th inning. He had two outs to start last inning and then gave up 2 straight doubles.
Fastball from the Bunch in the zone for strike 1. John Ewens also at first base was able to kind of save a couple of throws today, but that one just out of his reach, too high, as the pitch from Bunch is low for ball number 2. 2 balls and 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner on first for the Sun Devils. Jacob Tobias, the batter. Caleb Bunch fires. This one skied in the air, left side. Pearson Reebok gives it chase, and he stares at it as it bounces in the stands.
Jacob Tobias, 7 home runs on the year. One of the best power hitters in Arizona State history. Career 42 home runs. Makes him top 10 all time. He's 15 more home runs away from setting the program record. But as a senior, it looks like he'll probably be just short of the mark.
Top of the 9th, 2-2 count. Swing and a miss. Got him with the breaking ball, and that concludes the top of the 9th. Sun Devils leave one stranded. They head to the bottom of this inning with a 4-1 lead. Bears trying to answer back when we come back.
Hey Bears, are you always the last to know about what's happening at Baylor? Are you left quiet in a group when talking about last week's game? Well, you haven't gotten your morning buzz yet. Did you know you can get your dose of current Baylor news every Tuesday through Friday straight to your inbox? The Baylor Lariat Morning Buzz e-newsletter provides you with breaking Baylor stories, local events, and in-depth sports coverage daily. You can be in the know on all things Baylor. If you aren't already buzzing, go to BaylorLariat.com. That's BaylorLariat.com and click the subscribe now to get your morning buzz from the Baylor Lariat. News for the students, by the students. We'll see you in your inbox.
It's the bottom of the 9th inning here from the Baylor Ballpark. The Bears trail 4-1 over Arizona State. Bears lead 1-0 in this weekend series. Arizona State trying to even it up with a win today. Arizona State 2 runs in the 4th inning, a run each in the 7th and 8th. The lone run for Baylor came in the bottom of the 3rd, as here's Pearson Reebok to lead things off. First pitch from Alba. A fastball up and away. Reebok, Simmons, and Ewens due up for the Bears in this bottom 9th. Kicks and deals is Alba. And a fastball down the middle for strike 1. 1-1 the count, no outs against Pearson Reebok. Reebok batting .324. Alba stares in, fires, and chopped foul back by Reebok.
Yeah, Reebok the only Bear to drive in a run this afternoon. Now trying to get the Bears going for one final push.
That RBI single was back in the third inning. The pitch misses away with a breaking ball from Jaden Alba. Two balls, two strikes, no out, bottom of the ninth. Bears trying to get back in this one. Pitch down the first base line, but it curves foul and rolls onto the berm.
Yeah, really good swing, just a little out ahead of it. 94 miles an hour off the bat. Barreled it up well.
Pearson Reebok has one home run on the year. The 2-2 from Alba. Skied in the air, shallow left field. Ryan under it to make the grab for out number one.
Oh, that's got to be a little frustrating. He was just a couple feet away from a base hit. And now ends up with a pop out to start this inning.
So here's Hunter Simmons looking to get aboard for the Bears, who trail by 3. Arizona State leads 4-1. It's the bottom of the ninth here in Waco. Alba the pitch in the air towards center field. The sky-high ball, and Jackson able to track it down cleanly. 2 down in the bottom of the ninth.
Oh yeah, barring an unexpected comeback by the Bears, it looks like Hunter Simmons' 8-game on-base streak will come to an end as John Aidan will come up to bat with the Bears down to their final out.
John Ewan's making his second start today. Didn't play last year due to an injury. And he lifts one foul on the left side. 3 hits this year on 10 at-bats, batting .300 with 2 RBIs. No home runs for the redshirt freshman.
Now the outfield shaded to the left.
The 0-1 from Alba. Got a piece of the bat, and it's fouled by Younes.
Bears down to their final strike. On an 0-2 count, 2 outs, and nobody on.
Bottom of the ninth inning, Arizona State leads 4-1. John Ewens up at bat. 0-2 the count with 2 outs. Sun Devils looking for that final out of the ball game here. Alba gets set, leg drive, and deals. Fastball just misses away. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the ninth. Sun Devils trying to even up this series at 1 game apiece. 1-2 pitch. Scorched foul on the left side towards the Baylor dugout. So we'll reset things. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs, bottom of the ninth. Arizona State leads 4-1, looking for that final out of this ball game. Alba stares in. Here's the 1-2. In the air, left side, giving it chase is Ryan, and it's fouled into the stands.
Good job by Ewens just to stay alive. 2 straight foul balls and then had a ball before, so started 0-2, now 1-2. 5 pitches in this at bat.
Ewan steps out, takes a breather, and now steps back into the left-handed batter's box, facing the righty Jaden Alba. 1-2 pitch. Fastball in the zone for the final out of the game. Jaden Alba gets the strikeout. The Sun Devils defeat Baylor 4-1 here in Waco. This series is tied up at 1 game apiece.
Yeah, this game is a whole lot of traffic, but not a whole lot of scoring. Only 5 runs total. And with both teams have a combined 15 runners left on base. Arizona left 9. Baylor leaving 6, but some timely 2-out hitting gives the Sun Devils the edge over the Bears on this beautiful Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, so the Sun Devils able to bounce back after dropping game 1 last night, 7-4. They get the win today, and it'll come down to tomorrow's game at 1 p.m. right here at Baylor Ballpark. But that'll do it for us here at the Baylor Ballpark. On behalf of my broadcast partner, Jeffrey Cohen, I'm Aidan Pham, and we thank you for listening to us on this Saturday afternoon. The Sun Devils get the win. They defeat Baylor 4-1. Have a good evening, everybody.